Hello fellow modelers, this is Are You Trayman 2, and as you can see the boxcars have been painted the brilliant blue. Now I know what you're thinking, no, that's not even close to dark blue of Rail Link. Well, actually when the dark blue is faded, it becomes a lighter blue, and this brilliant blue, I think when it's dulled down, will be pretty darn close. I took the, I'll wait for the spray buggy to pass. I took the, I forgot what I was going to say. I took the half-painted caboose into the house and checked it against the photos on railroadpicturesarchives.net, and they are pretty darn close. So I'm going to go into the shop now and show you what it looks like when this particular color, is weathered down. Okay guys, so the light's not real good in here. I'll take it outside real quick and show you. I don't know how that looks on camera, but in person it looks pretty dang good. That is the same color, only on this car I lightened it up with a light spraying of white, reefer white, over the whole car. This is a home painted car as well, and decaled. You can still see the decals are shiny. I didn't even decal the other side yet. Yeah, these cars, this is the model die casting version, this is the double door offset, and that's why I didn't want to use it for the Rail Link, and it's a smooth side. But that's the same color nevertheless, and I'll actually be using the dark navy blue that I have from the Ace Cam there to do patches and stuff, so forth, on the actual cars. Back to the shop. Okay, so I have a Pullman green. This is basically the same as the British Columbia Rail green, except it's slightly darker, I think. When it goes onto the model, you can actually tell the similarities. I do have a freight car painted in this color, but I can't find it right now. Maybe I will in this video sometime and show it to you. But a light dusting with this, with an airbrush over the blue, and it'll look, hopefully, I got my fingers crossed on this one, hopefully look pretty close to the colors on the Rail Link cars on the computer that I have. I had an airbrush blow up. Yeah, it literally did explode while I was painting a car, and it actually ruined the freight car. I can't remember which one it was, but yeah, it was an expensive freight car, and I got overspray on I think 3 other freight cars, because I just happened to have them in the vicinity. It's never happened before, so I didn't worry about it, but yeah, it did some damage. So once I get my airbrush situation set up, I got the little compressor over here on the side of the unit, so that's, you know, that's okay. It didn't have too much pressure in it. This little compressor can't push a lot of pressure, but there must have been a clog or something in there, and it just split the airbrush. It was actually one of my newer airbrushes, but it has the plastic body on it. It's the Aztec, I think it was. So yeah, I have another one there, but I don't have the right fittings to hook it up. Yeah, just a lot of little problems like that happen with my railroading here. But yep, pretty soon I'll have that done, and I'll mix the paint and show how that goes, and you guys can see the color. Hang in there. Okay, you guys, so here's the freight cars after their custom paint job. You can see that it has a light grayish green on there now. I still have the paint on the ends, or the tape on the ends. I'll have to take that off, but for the most part the main body has its what I'm gonna call its base coat. I have some paint very thinned mixed up here. This is Pullman Green and UP Harbor Mist Gray thinned with lacquer thinner, and this can be brushed on to make some patches darker, some patches lighter, and there'll also be, I'm not sure which car I'm going to do yet, but I'm going to mask off a section and paint it the dark blue, and then put the W logo on it. The other car will receive the regular Montana Rail Link logo, and I'll be pretty much dirty. Probably that car over there. Nah, who knows. But anyway, nonetheless, there is the base coat for both of the cars. It's still a little tacky, so I don't want to handle it too much. But yeah, there's the basic color, a greenish, bluish, gray. Kind of an ugly color, but when it's all together on the freight car and it's sprayed with a clear matte dull finish, it'll look really good. Hopefully, that's the idea anyway. But yeah, anyway, I have that, and I also got a freight car in from eBay today, so I'll go ahead and take a look at it. I haven't opened it up yet. I found this on eBay at a really good price with I'm kind of a tightwad, so free shipping. Yeah, I know a lot of you guys probably don't worry about the shipping, but when I saw this car, I think it was $6 with free shipping. It probably cost that much to send it to me, so I was like, heck yeah, I can't pass that up. So I'll go ahead and open it. It's a little tough to see and open at the same time. But it's not a real expensive car, but it's kind of a little more of a rare car. A little hard to find. I think this was the only one of its type, or maybe there was two of them, and the other one was like 27 bucks. But yeah, this one was a pretty good price. I couldn't pass it up, so I just went ahead and bought it. I don't know if it's got any imperfections or if it's broke anywhere, so you and I will both be the first ones to see. I sure hope it's not broke, because it's one of my favorite freight car types. It is a Athearn Blue Box 50-foot rail box type Western Pacific boxcar. It's in pretty good shape. I noticed right away it has the cheap McHenry couplers, and one of them's messed up. That's what happens to McHenry couplers. They do that smashing thing where they easily bend back, and that's why I don't like those. But yeah, it's all basically there. The doors are on. All 4 stirrup steps are on it. This one does have the opening doors. I have a model die casting version of this car, and it doesn't have the opening doors. I love the feather logo. So does my wife. This is her favorite freight car and road name. She says, "Oh, I love the feather. Reminds me of my childhood." So yeah, there's that. Nice little car. Like I said, I saw it for $6 on eBay and I couldn't pass it up, so just went ahead and got it. Just something else to add to my collection. But anyway, I will get to the decaling and finish the painting and weathering and patching on the boxcars, and probably show that here pretty soon. Okay, you guys, here we go. I've taken the paint off the ends of the cars. You can see that the white really stands out and looks pretty good. Now I'm going to probably begin with this car here, since it has the messed up end ladders, which you can't really tell now that it's all painted. It looks alright. I want to go ahead and start weathering it the rest of the way, and see what I can't make it look like. Now, I'm not going to follow a particular prototype car, not exactly, because I want to save the prototype photos that I have for some better freight cars, to be honest. Yeah, to be perfectly honest, these aren't the best freight cars to be working with for this type of project, but you know, it's what I have, so that's what I'm going to work with. Now I'm taping off this area to do the blue patch on it. The patch for the one of the logos on the opposite side of the car, and it looks like I need to probably extend it and make it slightly bigger. So I will do that, and I'm going to get some blue paint on it. Probably not going to use the dark blue navy, since the can actually messed up on me, or the top did. So I changed the top out, and the next top was bad as well, but come to find out it wasn't the top that was bad. The paint is just getting old, I guess. So that's not taped real well. For some reason the tape doesn't want to stick to it all that well. This isn't the best masking tape to be using. I should be using the blue painter's tape, but I don't know what I did with it. It's probably outside on a bench or something. I'm just going to do this real quick and throw some paint on it. I'll shake up my blue. I got the Brilliant Blue by Painter's Touch. It's got the good cap on it. I like these types of caps. I'm going to give this a quick paint. I don't want to give it a really good paint because these cars look pretty nasty actually in real life. So I give it just a quick couple of sprays there. Take off the tape. There's my patch. It's pretty straight. Looks alright. That's how easy it is to do one of these patch jobs. I used to think it was hard, and I actually remembered when these patch jobs started showing up in modeling in the pages of Model Railroader. I believe it was Lance Mindheim, actually, who actually started really making it popular. And I remember, I think it was the 2005 or 6 or maybe 7, heck, I don't know. It was one of the great Model Railroads magazine. Had Lance Mindheim's layout in it, and I had some beautiful shots and really neat looking freight cars. Of course, they were nasty, dirty, greasy, grimy, you know, everything that I love about railroading and model railroading in general. So I don't want to put any powders or anything on this yet. What I actually want to do now is start the decal process because I actually want to weather on it and around it. So I will do that, and I will be right back.